Holy shit, I trimmed my beard. You know, there was only one new anime that came out today, and that was Tejina-senpai, aka Magical Senpai, which was honestly better than I was expecting. This show, before it even came out, was having a lot of parallels drawn to Dagashikashi, not only because they're both single-topic comedy shows, if you will, but also because they both have a purple-haired, big-titted girl as the main drawing feature of the show. And this girl is pretty much just as hot as the one from that show. Every year there's an anime character who is like clearly the one who's going to be the most popular for being hot that year. The girl from Dagashikashi was the year that show came out. And this girl is an easy contender for this year. She is the central point of the show. There's basically nothing else going on here other than this hot girl is trying to do magic and she ain't good at it. And it's pretty funny. I think that the voice acting goes a long way in this show. Both main characters have really strong performances that are pretty funny. It was usually the delivery of the punchline on the part of the voice actors that ultimately made me laugh. So I think that, much praise due there. And also the artwork and animation's pretty good. I mean, you're not going to see any crazy animated feats, but nonetheless, all of the artwork is pretty on point. The fan service scenes in particular, which there are a lot of, so if you're not a fan of fan service, this show might turn you off. But the fan service shots are all really detailed, really well done. They're usually funny on top of being sexy. Sometimes the fact that the scene is sexy is part of the joke, which is honestly hilarious some of the time. So, I didn't mind the fan service because I thought it worked well with the style of humor of the show, and a lot of the gags are good, which is basically all I could ask for. Episodes are only 12 minutes long, so that's another bonus. I tend to, as I've talked about in the last episode, enjoy when these comedy shows don't try to take up too much of my time and get too repetitive. This one has a high risk of getting repetitive, especially because the joke is basically always that she's going to do the magic trick badly. However, how they actually deliver the punchline varies a lot more heavily than that. It's not always just that the joke is that the trick goes wrong. It's more in the dialogue, which is, again, it's a lot better than I expected for that reason. I thought the joke would always just be how the gag goes wrong, but there's more to it than just that. There's intentions of introducing more characters as made evidenced by the ED. I should also mention the ED and OP are both extremely fun. The OP in particular has some really great animation cuts. To quote May, who watched this episode with me, she said, "Please don't disappoint me because I want to see that again," after watching the OP. So, we weren't disappointed. We'll probably watch more. I don't know if it'll stay funny through its entire run, but I had a good time. I particularly think the character designs there's something really unique about the way that the faces are drawn and shaded. They're very expressive, which I always appreciate. I love the way they draw her mouth. I don't know exactly how to describe it yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. That's basically all there is to say about this episode. It was a solid first episode of a comedy show. I wouldn't say it made me laugh as hard as So Nan Desu Ka did, but neither one was disappointing, I gotta say. In fact, both of them were far in excess of how funny I thought they were actually gonna be. Now, I'll just talk a little bit about the previous episodes since some people had some questions, such as, why not put the names of the shows in the title of the video? Well, nobody's heard of these shows yet, so, I don't think there's anybody out there on the prowl looking for So Nan Desu Ka or To the Abandoned Sacred Beasts just yet. I would rather introduce people to those shows so that they will know about them going forward. Maybe when I talk about future episodes, if the shows have gotten more popular, I'll put their names in the title, but I think that So Nan Desu Ka as a title is a lot less eye-grabbing than Your Waifu Covered in Fish Blood, which anybody can appreciate, that, without having to know what the show is, and might want to find out what the show is that has that moment. And as for putting today's anime at the start of the title rather than at the end, it's about screen real estate. I want the full joke to be visible from the sidebar, whereas today's anime, that's just the name of the series. It's just so you know what you're getting into with the video, so to speak, and you can make an assumption that, okay, regardless of what the clickbait title is, I know that what this video is actually about is whatever anime came out today. So you can look for that, at the tail end to get a sense of that. So, was there anything else I wanted to answer about the previous episode? I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed this and that you'll stick around on my channel for more. I'm going to be doing this hopefully every single day, but we'll see what happens. Also, not every day does a new show come out, I think, for a little bit. It seems like there's new episodes coming out for most of the days in July. You know, obviously, once the second week rolls around, we'll just have episode 2s of the shows that we're still watching. So, yeah, subscribe for more of this. And if you really love my content, become a patron. For $1, you get into my Discord. $5, you get a podcast. $7, you get a different podcast that I never remember to mention because I never remember to upload it. For $15, you get a rant about whatever you want. For $40, I send you a care package. If people are interested in getting those and the slots are already full, I might open it up to more people. We'll see what happens. And be sure to check out all my other content. Not everything I post gets posted to people's feeds. I'm constantly having people telling me your new video didn't even show up in my subscription feed. So I guess ring that fucking bell. God damn it. I've never had to do it because I just watch every video by everybody I subscribe to, and YouTube always pushes me everything. But, you know, if you're not getting everything, check the channel. Make sure, you know, look at my channel, look at what videos are there. You might have missed something because YouTube might not have given it to you. So, yeah, check that out, and I'll see you in the next one.